Hey everybody, it's me Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I really wanted to film a book recommendations video, the books that I've been reading recently and the books that I am going to read. As of recently, I've really been trying to get into reading again, so over the past couple months I have read a few books and I really want to share them with you all today because some of them have really impacted my life. So this is my little stack behind my stack of books. You can see my little kitten. She's so cute. She's not a kitten anymore, but I call her a kitten because she's so cute. The first book that I read this year is this one right here, and this is so special. It's called The Meaning of Marriage. So if you are single, dating, engaged, married, whatever, like honestly whatever season of life you are in, I would recommend this book. It's honestly so insightful, especially for me, as obviously I just got engaged in October. So I really wanted to read a book that would prepare me for marriage, teach me what the meaning of marriage is. Another one of my cats is here. But yeah, I really wanted a book where I could learn about marriage and what the Bible has to say about marriage as well, and tips for my future marriage with Josh. So this is the book. It's by Timothy Keller. It is honestly not that long, and the chapters, I would say the chapters were quite long in this book, but it was good because the chapters were so detailed. So yeah, I would definitely give this book a 10 out of 10. Would urge you to read this even if you're single. It will prepare you for the future if you choose to be married. The second book I read this year is this one. Oh my goodness, guys. Gentle and Lowly by Dane Ortland. Yeah, guys, this book is so good. Like genuinely, I feel like my life has been changed and impacted by this book. Out of all the books I've read recently, like this one is crazy. It really tells you about the heart and the character of Christ, that he is gentle and lowly, and it really bases it off that Bible verse where it says, you know, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And it says here, the heart of Christ for sinners and sufferers. So it does talk about sinners, the fact that we're all sinners, we make mistakes, and it talks about how I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. It talks about how Christ relates to us as sinners. Even though he was perfect, he can still relate to us, and he paid the ultimate price. Jesus went through the most suffering anyone will ever encounter, so he can really relate to us and understand us. And yeah, honestly, like if you want to know more about the heart of Christ and how he relates to you, genuinely check out this book because it is so good, and I might even read it again because it was that good. So yeah, Gentle and Lowly. Next book on the list is this one right here. It's Captivating by John and Stacey Eldridge. So I have read this book like years ago, but a couple months ago I picked it back up again and just wanted to start reading it. And this is really good. Like this book has taught me so much about my feminine identity and like the way that God created women to be. And I think it's so powerful. You know, there's a reason why God created male and female, and we should really look into that and discover the truths of femininity, you know, who we are, the, you know, deep things that God has placed in our hearts, the way we're supposed to be. And it also talks about like society, how society has so many boxes that they put females in, and how they can be so dangerous sometimes because God created women to be so captivating and unique and wonderful and so different, and society puts women in this box like everyone has to be a girly girl. But like, no, that's what just happened. I have no idea. But that's not how God intended things to be. Like God didn't intend for women to just be in a tiny box where everything is girly girl, pink, sparkles, glitter. Like no, like being a woman is so much deeper than that. So yes, definitely check out this book, Captivating. There were a few things in this book that I didn't agree with theologically, so definitely be aware of that when you're reading, but your theology might be different than mine anyway. But yeah, I think it's always like important to have an open mind when you're reading any Christian book because nobody's perfect. Writers can mess up and say things wrong, or they can have a different theological viewpoint to you, so definitely have an open mind when you're reading any Christian book. Fourthly, this is a book that I'm reading at the moment, but I wanted to talk to you guys about because if you're engaged, this is such a great book to read as well. So this is called The Story of Marriage, and it's by Lisa and John Bevere, and I absolutely love them. Like, also a podcast recommendation, Lisa Bevere's Godmother podcast. I've been listening to that like almost every day, and she is so good. Like, she brings loads of guest speakers on to talk about different things, like how to live as a Christian in our world, and it's so good. So I'll link that down below. Definitely check out her podcast. But this book is so good about marriage as well, and I feel like it brings a different perspective than Timothy Keller's book, which is really cool. This one's really personal. This one is personal, but it's also like very biblical and like research based, whereas this one so far is like really personal and intimate, so I'm really enjoying this one. And lastly, I wanted to talk about a book that I'm going to start reading. So me and my friend Martika, shout out to you, we are just starting to read this book. I say we are starting, she's already on like chapter 5 and I haven't even started yet, but I wanted to recommend this book anyway because I've heard so many good things about it, and it is this one, Who Are You Following by Sadie Robertson. Oh no, Robertson Huff now, she's not just Robertson anymore. But yeah, I love her. I've read some of her other books. I love her preachers. I think she's such a great woman of Christ. And this book is all about pursuing Jesus in a social media obsessed world, so fixing your eyes on Jesus in the midst of our culture. So I'm very excited to read this book. I think it looks so great. But yeah, this is a future read for me. Comment down below what a future read is for you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope that it helped you and inspired you to pick up a book maybe. You know, books are so powerful. They don't replace our quiet time with God. You know, a quiet time in the Bible is the most important thing, but Christian books can also help you in your walk with Christ, so I would definitely recommend them. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!